Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single-barrel-only liquor store. This store is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Get signed up for their email distribution list to find out when the store will be opening, what their hours will be, and most importantly, what they will have in inventory at abvbarrelshop.com. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebartogo.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we mail it in for our first day back from vacation. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Miss Beka Sue, along with our special guests, Kathy Cole and Katie Joyce.
Yes, today we are mailing it in for Steve's vacation.
Not ours.
Not us.
Not us.
Mailing it in for vacation for Steve. Let's be very...
Congratulations, Steve.
We have all been working every Friday. Me and McNew every Friday and Sunday night, working our tails off for Steve Akeley. And here we are mailing it in for him for his vacation being back. It's all right. We're not bitter or anything at all. We sound fine.
But nowhere, Steve. We've had zero enjoyment, but we're.
Oh yeah, we've clearly been just fine. We're not angry or anything about that. I'm sure Steve had a fantastic time on all these vacations he's been on. He's been going all over the world. And me and McNew and everyone else, all of our other co-hosts, have been assisting him along the way as much as we can, and we are all right with that. All right, right, McNew?
Yeah, we're very, very happy.
We're having a blast on these all girl nights.
Girls' night. It's been the first ever ladies' night, and we're just killing it. Like pillow fights and all.
Let's be fair. We're maybe killing it. We've not seen the results yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen the results yet.
We've maybe killing it in our own minds.
We've actually maybe been killing it in a bad way, or we've been killing it. We've maybe been killing it or killing it. We're not sure which it is.
We're not sure yet. We'll
but before we dive on into our mailing it in and talking about any sort of random shit that we come up with, hopefully bourbon distillery related, we'll see. We're going to ask Kathy what she has to talk about. I know she's been dying to ask us about this question all night. Kathy?
Yes, so we're full on into summer at this point, and I want to know, I've heard talk of ice cream truck treats, but I want to know your favorite popsicle flavor.
Ooh, popsicle flavor. So just popsicle, not
popsicle.
Ice cream truck. Can we also pick out popsicle type?
Yes.
Yeah, I have to go with a type here, to be honest. Yeah.
Yes. Which goes with a flavor. A popsicle type. Ooh.
Okay. All right. I got it.
Katie, coming in strong, per normal.
I take popsicles very seriously in my life. So first off, I had a popsicle just this evening while we're recording this. So I now live in a subdivision and not out in the country. And so the ice cream truck comes by my house, and I've never had an ice cream truck experience in my entire life because I've always lived in a rural area. And so it came by while I was still working, but my boyfriend was here and the ice cream truck came down our road and he ran out with the cash that we keep in the kitchen drawer just in case the ice cream truck comes by. And he got his ice cream and he got me a popsicle because I am lactose intolerant. So he was thinking about me and mine. And so it was a Jolly Rancher flavored bomb pop. which was quite enjoyable and wonderful and magical. But that's not my favorite. That was just my recent story to share here that I just had a few hours ago. My favorite popsicle of sorts would be a flavor ice, because that is what I had all summer long throughout childhood and still have today. I buy a package of the flavor ice plastic tubes every year, keep them in my freezer, also take them on vacation. If I'm ever on vacation with the camper, they come with me. And I think my favorite flavor now as an adult is the light yellow that tastes like pina colada.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that flavor, but that makes sense now as a grown-up.
Popsicles. McNew, do you have a favorite popsicle?
Yeah, so I'm going to second Katie on the flavor ices. You know, the ones in the plastic that will cut your mouth open. Those are the vibe.
You look like the Joker?
Yeah, because the ones on the wooden sticks, like those sticks, like make my teeth cringe. Like I don't.
And the fucking plastic that slices your mouth open is okay?
Yeah, like I've got like really sensitive teeth because I like over whitened them over the years. But I cannot do a wooden stick, so I hate a popsicle, like a traditional popsicle. A stick, can't do it, won't do it. Gotta have the plastic flavor ices. Cut my mouth open. Better option for me.
Yep.
But they have to be red or purple. Like I don't call them flavors. They're probably cherry and grape, but they are red and purple.
And purple.
And I hide those. So like I'll buy like the Costco boxes or whatever. I hide those good ones for me. Everybody else gets the crap flavors, the blue and the orange. You can have those. Hiding the purple red for me.
I love blue. Blue and purple are probably my favorites outside of the light yellow pina colada.
Yeah.
You guys want the mouth slicers?
Yes. Absolutely worth it.
100%. No sticks, mouth slicers.
It melts at the bottom and you get the pure syrup at the very end. And you can like suck it out from the top too. You don't even have to like dump it in
you do that. You gotta like suck it out. Yeah. It's an experience, really.
It is. I think we broke Miss Beka Sue, ladies and gentlemen. She's frozen.
Kathy and I feel like we feel the same about this.
We have different opinions.
Also, there's like the ones that aren't just like that, like they're popsicles still, but they have like a little bit of like a creaminess to them as well. But this will be absolutely an unpopular opinion. Besides the fact that I am team wooden stick,
No.
because I'm not trying to look like the Joker. Do you want to know where I got these scars? No, I don't want to know where I got those fucking scars. I don't want.
It hurts my teeth. I don't like the
on my mouth.
It's a teeth thing. It's a teeth thing.
It's a teeth thing.
You're gonna get fuck. Your teeth are gonna hurt regardless.
My lips will heal. My
cold.
teeth hurt.
Yeah, I can't do the front teeth.
Your lips will heal. What about the scar?
No,
Nah.
so here's the thing: is like you, the plastic ones, like you can stick into like the back of your mouth for your back teeth. It doesn't affect the front teeth.
Yeah.
The stick ones is all front teeth action. Can't do it. Like I'm not trying to deep throat a popsicle. Like
I never realized this, but that's it. It's the teeth
that is
sensitivity.
it. It's the front teeth.
You guys are psychopaths. When it comes to, I mean, for one, I'm going wooden stick, 100%.
No.
Like my teeth already hurt.
I don't understand how you guys. This is interesting that there's apparently two types of people: wooden stick and plastic fucking knife people. Right? Like this is wild that this is even a discussion point.
It makes me think of like a nail file.
5-second short topic, and we're going.
Yeah, you thought this was nothing. Turns out this is a serious discussion, Kathy. I personally do like the lemon flavors.
Ooh.
But hear me out. People should be happy about that because a lot of people don't like the lemon flavors. So guess what? I'm eating those lemon flavors and I'm not taking away your shitty fucking blue raspberry or your shitty cherry flavors from you guys. Or
He's doing the Lord's work and leaving us the best
fucking grape flavors. Have all those. I will gladly take the lemon and lime flavors. I think that those are true, authentic flavors that actually taste good and don't taste like shit. Hate me if you want, but guess what? I'm not taking away from your shitty flavors. There'll be plenty for you on the bus. Have all of them. I don't want those bad flavors. I want the lemon or lime flavors. I think that they are better. I think they're superior. I don't care any kind of hate I get about that. I like them. I think that those are great.
Not about this, but a follow-up question. Do you like the real Italian ices that are like lemon lime?
Because they are superior to everything.
Those I like. I can get on board with those.
Real gelato.
The Outshine bars.
What?
The Outshine bars that are like lemon and lime flavored, and it's like actual like citrusy, like it's not overly sweet. Those are good.
But you got to cut it off the wooden stick. I got to take it off the stick.
Yeah, I have to wait for it to melt internally.
Just add it into a fucking plastic tube for McNew, and she'll be happy.
You don't ever touch the wooden stick with your teeth. You have to pull it off outside. Like,
no, you got to
pull it off. I personally like when I get down to that last little nougat, and I put my mouth on the stick, and I go,
it hurts.
And I slide my teeth off of it, and I grind into it a little bit, and I make a nice little indenture into that wooden stick. I go, ooh, I'm done. I'm done with my popsicle, and I love it. I love the wooden stick that comes with my popsicle. I think that it's great. I think that you guys are psychos. Kathy, what do you fucking think?
Pardon me, I'm going to take my wooden stick root beer and banana flavor.
Oh, Kathy, you're talking my business here. The root beer, the best flavor of all of them.
And banana, which is a fake banana, so I call it yellow. Yellow flavored.
It is yellow.
It's yellow flavored.
Yes.
It is yellow flavored popsicle on the wooden stick. Very best.
Yeah, Kathy, you and I are mirrored souls, I would say.
Popsicle sisters.
That root beer one, oh man, that is the best tasting one. I just dreamed about that all the time. I forgot. And they also had one that was a root beer float one for a while. Do you remember that one?
With the cream.
They had a root beer float one, and it was fantastic. The best. Way better than any of this crap that these other two wanted with their icy sticks.
My husband just texted me. He said, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "You literally just screamed." I'm like, "Oh, we're talking about wooden sticks." It clearly makes sense.
You literally just screamed.
Cannot handle.
Can you guys at least agree about the root beer flavored popsicle?
Yeah,
it's delicious.
Flavors.
I will pull it off the stick with my fingers and then eat it.
So
that's the best part.
The things on the stick, I like to take like a knife or a butter knife, like shave it off the stick, throw it in a blender, add some alcohol. Great flavors. I'm here to make that boozy and fun. I'm not dealing with this wooden stick bullshit on my teeth. I can't do it.
I don't recall doing that when I was 6 years old.
Well, I'm not 6 years old, but
I'm just saying that the last time I had a popsicle was quite a while. I mean, it wasn't that long ago.
Well, my husband has a kid. We have some popsicles, but I'm going to make them fun for me. So
I'm just happy to hear that everyone likes the root beer flavored one. You know what? That's good enough.
There's no hate there. No.
Let's get it. You say let's at least be happy about the fact that we all like the root beer flavored on the stick.
Also here for the banana/yellow. That's a good flavor too, Kathy.
Good. Let's see what everyone is tasting tonight. Let's start with Katie Joyce. Katie, what are you sipping on?
I am having some Knob Creek single barrel bourbon. It is post Derby retox, whatever those words mean.
That sounds like post Derby get drunk is really what that sounds like.
Yes. Well, I don't like on these ones how the wax just like flies everywhere at your face.
It's dangerous.
It really is.
Let's do them. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Don't do that. It wasn't bad.
No. That was the experience I had on my end as well. It wasn't bad.
It was mediocre. It was fine.
That's what she said.
It was fine.
I still had fun.
You'll deal with it. It's okay. You're not going to throw it out. All right, Kathy, what do you got?
I'm going to try some Starlight Bourbon.
Fantastic.
And I know that it was distilled, aged, and bottled by the Starlight Distillery in Indiana.
They're doing great things.
Good pop.
Good pop.
That was a good solid pop.
What is it? Is there any sort of finish on or anything? I know that Starlight does.
So this is the Carl T. Huber's signature Indiana straight bourbon whiskey.
Nice.
It's 92 proof, but it is aged for 4 years.
Nice. I know they're doing some really good finishes down there. Like their finishes are fantastic. They have a cigar finish. That's great. McNew, what do you got?
I have a larceny pick from Naptown Bourbon Club out of Indiana. It's literally going to be a bottle kill. I don't expect much here. Yeah.
Now, Kathy definitely wins that one. I'm going to just polish off the rest of this one sample I've got. I'm not going to do a Steve Akeley end of the night pour because I'm not a psycho.
Oh, come on.
Don't start with me. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. I'll fill it up a little bit more. All right.
Peer pressure. Peer
pressure. All right. I'm not going to do too much because always.
Responsible decisions.
Yeah. It's full enough.
That's a decent pour. Oh, you and McNew both have pretty good pours there.
Cheers, guys. Kathy won that one.
Thank you. Cheers.
All right, when we bring it back in, we are going to be mailing it in for Steve Akeley's vacation. None of ours. There's no vacations that have been going on for any of us, but we're still mailing it in for Steve Akeley's vacation.
Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot in the greater St. Louis area. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only focuses on single barrels. We aren't open just yet, but our plan is to have the most diverse single barrel offerings from our many friends in the world of bourbon. By signing up for a weekly email, you will know our entire inventory we have on hand. In addition to single barrels, we'll have a tasting bar and a gift shop featuring logo merchandise for both the shop and the ABV network, as well as a full curriculum of bourbon education classes. Additionally, we'll use the gift shop to feature products from our partners in the world of bourbon, companies like Art Eatable Chocolates and Old Man Bay Signs. Head over to ABV Barrel Shop to sign up for our email and text distribution list so you can stay in the know. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent visits to Kentucky. Today, he's leading the way for young distillers making their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery combines family history, a look at what makes their products unique, and of course, a tasting through their whiskeys, moonshines, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com and visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Mr. Bill. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily. I don't drink to that.
Welcome back from Steve's vacation and back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are mailing it in.
So Steve has been, we're giving him some shit, but he's not just been on vacation. Steve has actually been doing work. These are work vacations that he is going on. He's lucky enough that a lot of cool things do happen in pretty places. So he's been in Colorado for a while filming for a new documentary. Right, McNew?
Yeah.
So he's been doing a whole Colorado distilleries documentary. So
Yeah.
that should be
And we know that
fantastic.
Steve makes great documentaries. He does them with Bo. He writes them, Bo films them. They're doing cool things. I can't make it to Colorado this year. I'm hoping they want to do Texas or something next year. Like, I'm just going to hop on board and go too. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I know that they're over in Colorado, so they're hitting up. I'm not sure which distilleries they're all going to, but I wanted to talk to everyone about some of the Colorado distilleries in general. I know that not everyone knows all the Colorado distilleries. I do not know all of them. I've not tasted things from all of them. I've tasted things from some of them, not all. But Colorado, we had talked about in a previous podcast that Texas is doing great things. Colorado's another one that's absolutely fucking killing it. Hence why Steve is there making a documentary, because Colorado is doing amazing things with their distilleries. To list off a few, we got Distillery 291. We've got Deer Hammer, obviously, with Lenny Eckstein. We've got
10th Mountain.
10th
Mountain, yes, with Ryan Thompson. We've got Leopold Brothers. We've got, what were some other ones? Strahan or Stranahan is up there.
Mm-hmm.
What were some other ones, Katie?
I've been to a place called Axe and Oak. I don't know that they're a distillery or if they're just a bar, but I have some of their stuff, and it's pretty tasty.
Katie?
291.
You mentioned both 291 and Estate 38. Or Ironton. Did we talk about them?
We talked about prior, but we did not talk about it on this yet.
And then I have not had any products for it, but there's KJ Wood Distillers, and that's my initials, so I feel like they have to be cool.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of really cool distilleries out there. Obviously, we have a lot of experience with Deer Hammer. McNew, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, we have Nate at 5280. He's not a distillery, but a whiskey club. Probably one of the best ran in the country. So,
agreed.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Here's to Nate Weingar and 5280 as well.
Yeah, they're doing really cool stuff with their barrel picks and all of that.
Even if you look at like the Denver area only, like I think there's like in the greater Denver area, there's more than 20 distilleries, I believe. And so the amount that have come up, and then even the competition amongst themselves, that like they're producing some good product of what makes it outside the state as well. They're really just raising the bar even amongst themselves for what they're producing.
Which I think is awesome. I mean, a bunch of really good distilleries like that's not a bad thing. When there's a bunch of places that are making really good products, that's fantastic. And I would imagine that Colorado has a pretty good climate for making delicious whiskey, because they get nice hot summers, they get cool winters, they have their climate, their elevation and all those things. I know that, elevation makes it, according to Lenny, hard for cork pops. But other than that, I think it probably makes for pretty good whiskey. I mean, I've tasted quite a few of Lenny's things, and he's done some really interesting stuff. 291, I see them all over the place. Leopold Brothers, I mean, I know they're from Colorado, but I feel like they're getting to be such a bigger brand as well that people almost forget that they're from Colorado. I've had their blackberry, I think it was a blackberry brandy, and it was delicious if you get your hands on that. They do their 3-chamber as well. And it just seems like all of them they're putting the work in. I mean, you can't talk any shit about any of these guys.
So also like 291, like let's talk about their people. Like Michael Myers, first of all, their distiller, their owner, absolutely an amazing human. They have Hannah she's traveling, Philip Raleigh. They just hired my friend Ryan. They just hire amazing people to support their brand. And it shows, right? Like, so they're making an amazing product. They put people out there to sell their product. Everything they're doing is just like so positive. I just love 291.
Yeah. And I think that Deer Hammer, they're doing a whole, like are they adding on a kitchen?
Yes. Right? So they used to just like bring in different food trucks, I think. Now I think they're just doing their own permanent kitchen. So that's awesome. There, I think, this summer for them, right? Yeah,
they're small, but I mean, I would imagine, it's a small town that they're in. And so I think that's probably pretty major for their town, that they have a whole another restaurant. And it's a distillery, which, I mean, that's
And
That's awesome. It's also a lot of work.
yes,
Let's be fair.
yeah, and they're in a tourist town. So if I were a tourist there, I'm like, oh, I just checked out this distillery. They have a restaurant too. I'm staying there. So I think it's brilliant for them to do that.
Yeah, and I think that all these guys they're not just doing bourbons, like they're doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I think that as you should as a distiller.
He likes American single malts. I think he'd prefer to do that over bourbons. So he's doing cool stuff too.
Yeah.
This is what I like about the Colorado distillers is that they're so personable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lenny is like, hey, just come and visit me and talk to me and learn from. He wants to learn from you. He just wants to expand his knowledge base, and that makes him so much fun. And then Michael at 291, this guy was a photographer of supermodels in New York City. And now he's making one of the best tasting bourbons that I've had outside of Kentucky. So these people in Colorado they're pioneers.
I think they're doing great. I mean, I think that Lenny's kind of an asshole, but no, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That is a joke. I absolutely love Lenny. That's a joke. But yeah, say they're killing it. I'm kind of excited to see what Steve does with his documentary about these guys, because I think that they're underappreciated for what they do. Obviously, in Colorado, they are very much appreciated. I think the people of Colorado understand what it is that they're doing and they appreciate what they're doing. Yeah. But I think that outside of Colorado, it's obviously a harder market for them. But it shouldn't be, because they're doing cool things and they're creating great products. And I think that people should appreciate what they're doing. And so hopefully Steve's newest documentary, which we have no idea when that's going to come out, so do not ask us because we don't fucking know.
I can make updates all day long if you want, though. I mean,
I say, but I think that's cool. So that's what Steve's doing. He was having a good time in Colorado. Let's also be fair about the fact that Steve is on. We're saying, oh, Steve's working on his vacation. He is working on his vacation, but he's also visiting distilleries and having
right.
He's not having a bad time by any means.
With Beka Sue's job being at a distillery, like, this is still a cushy, like, it's outside the norm. It's always more exciting when you're doing something different than your day to day. When you're like, oh, I've been doing this for years, same day in and out. That he's having he had, I guess now, being back, quite the exciting work adventure here.
Steve's having a fucking blast. Like, let's not, like...
Yeah, for sure.
But also, like,
he's living a life.
Good for him. Like, I am so excited that he has had this opportunity and this time off. And, like, what a wonderful opportunity. And it really couldn't happen to a better guy.
Oh, yeah. And also, Steve's a fantastic interviewer. So, like, anything, like, I've talked to my husband about this before. Whenever you're at an event, if there's someone that you want to be interviewing you at an event or on a podcast or on video documentaries, you want Steve Akeley.
Mm-hmm.
Because Steve is good at asking questions.
He is, and he asks questions that, like, just makes you shine, right? Like, he's good at shining a light on people. And I think that's a rare skill. Not a lot of people can ask the right questions to the people who need to answer them. So he's very good at that.
Disclaimer, Steve Akeley did not fucking tell us to say any of this shit. We're apparently just Steve fans.
Truly didn't.
This is stupid. I want to talk some shit about Steve. Let's what can we say shitty about
Why can we talk about Steve right now? Let's balance this out.
Talk shit about Steve. Guess what, Steve? We're doing just fine without you on this show, other than the fact that I don't know what you say at the end of the show, and I need Kathy to say it, but then Kathy can't say it, so McNew has to say it. McNew can barely say it, so we're just ignoring anything that you had to say at the end of the show. So that's the end of it. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, we're doing mostly just fine. We're staying on topic.
We're doing good.
As you've instructed. We're working on it. We're not fantastic, but we're doing our best.
You know,
I think we are
Best
fantastic.
is we didn't crash and burn. We're doing okay.
We
I
only
think we
talked
are
about strippers
fantastic.
once. I think that is good.
It really is pretty good. Was it once though, or was it twice?
Yeah, well,
Maybe kind of twice, but mostly once.
mostly once. The focus was once.
Mostly one time. We've stayed on topic. We've gotten through 5 shows in. We're not done with this one, but we got through 5 shows in almost. It's going to be about 2 hours and 45 minutes.
And
probably.
everybody's still awake. We're all conscious.
No one is snoozing. This
We're
is show
conscious.
5.
We've not passed out. We're all good. Going, still going. Good.
The fact that you have fallen out of chairs more than once, I've fallen asleep more than once. I mean, and we're awake and we're doing great. That is a rhyme that I did not.
And our guest, Katie,
We're awake and we're doing great.
right? We're all doing good.
And our guests haven't hung up the phone on us.
No, good. Yeah. So we do record with Danny later this in a couple,
no.
maybe on a different vacation. So that might go downhill, but
He
we're
did
doing
that
good
intentionally.
tonight.
He's trying to sabotage us, McNew.
Well, that's going to go how it goes, no matter who hosts. So we're
Honestly, once he falls asleep, it's all just smooth sailing from there. First show, 8 shots in a row, right away. Chug
Oh
it
my
down.
god.
this is
Pass out in a cat litter box. Good to go.
Yeah,
That's
well,
exactly what I was thinking earlier. I was like, none of us are passed out in a cat litter box, so we're good to go.
I feel like it's a success, really. Unless that was the goal and he's disappointed right now. I don't know. But
We're unsure of how Steve wanted us to deal with
we
these
don't know how
shows.
he
He's given us 0 direction. I mean, okay, did he write all the shows and say not exactly what we wanted to say, but the way we wanted them to go? Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like
Was he lying?
did. So I
Did
don't
he
know how.
lie about what he wanted us to do? We don't know.
Well,
We don't
I
know.
think we have gold.
I
We're
think we did
golden.
good.
We have
Ladies'
gold.
night went well. I think we did so good.
If we were going to rate who is drunkest right now,
Me.
I was going to say
I'm gonna go
Kathy's number 1.
Kathy, I will take a second. Katie looks pretty sober. I don't think she is, but she looks like it.
I'm not, but I can hold it
She
together
looks
pretty well.
like it, though.
I've been taking extra pours every show.
I'll take it.
Kathy's-
I'm taking the replacement spot of Steve, of being the person who's really drunk but hiding it somewhat. That's going to be my spot here for the moment.
I've heard and seen Beka drunk. She's good. She's
I'm
solid
good.
right now.
I am
So I'm
okay.
gonna go Kathy, me, Katie, Beka. That is the drunk order right
Hold
now.
on. We're going with me being the least drunk.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good.
That is the
Look
best
good.
thing.
You sounded good. You got
I'm
it.
proud of myself.
Y'all need breathalyzer. So I've got a breathalyzer
Hold
that I
on.
keep at the house.
I have one in my
Who
purse.
has one?
Yeah, I keep one in my truck and then one in the
What
kitchen.
fuck? Why do you guys just have fucking breath? You're a lawyer. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But
I have one. It used to be attached to my.
I would like to say I like how
I'm
McNew
actually
muted
terrified
herself
to see
and to
where this
walk to
goes.
the back of the room and walk back. She muted the microphone.
I don't know what I did with it, but it was in my purse for some time. It was attached to my keychain, and I took it off because I was like, "Oh, that just looks bad."
That makes you look like a drunk.
Yeah, it just looked bad.
Makes it look like you have a breathalyzer in your vehicle. If you have one.
Yeah, and then my
You got an ignition interlock.
That was
Do
a
you
weird.
call those low jacks?
No.
No, so LoJack is an anti-theft device, right?
Okay.
I don't know.
I had one. I don't know where it is. It's not attached to my keys.
So apparently we can't figure out who is actually the. We already took the bets.
I don't know where.
Kathy's
Yeah, LoJack is a stolen vehicle recovery system. It's the ignition interlock. That's the breathalyzer in
Oh,
your
the
car.
interlock.
So you have to use
I never had to have one of those. But
So did we bet on Kathy's the drunkest, McNew's second, Katie's third, and I'm fourth?
you were the
That's
most sober, Beka Sue. You were the most sober.
Stephanie McNew's getting her way up there. If she
Steve Akeley
continues
is
search
going
through
to
her
be
purse.
so impressed.
None of this show is making it to air.
Yes, they are. These are
Unfortunately, all of it.
Kathy, here's the worst part. Have you actually ever listened to show 529?
No.
I love that you have the number memorized.
Go and listen to show 529. I've never listened to it. My brother has listened to it numerous times, and he says it is an absolute train wreck. It is on air. That is an aired show of me being blacked out drunk.
It's a favorite. It's an absolute favorite.
It is a favorite.
This is when people who know us, like in our daily lives, tells like, "Oh, you record on a podcast?"
Yeah.
And we're like,
Steve will absolutely air every single one of these, regardless of, well, not regardless, but these will all be aired for sure.
The parameters are very wide.
They are wide.
I feel the more you guys talk, the more we are on the air.
On that note, I think we should wrap it up. This is mailing it in for Steve's vacation. I think we've done a great job of rambling, stupid fucking bullshit. Once again, Kathy is wasted. McNew's number 2. Katie's 3. I somehow have rounded out a number 4. It's incredible. It's a new day. We've done a great job. Let's see where we can find...
She says everything's
I would like to know, Kathy, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook. My name is Kathy Cool.
Katie Joyce, where can we find you?
Me? I'm an easy gal to find. You can find me over on Instagram at Katie Proof.
McNew, where can we find you at?
I'm also an easy gal to find. You can find me on Instagram at McNew, ABV.
Hold on. Kathy, where can we find you?
She needs to touch stone a timeout.
My name is Steve Akeley. You can find me on steveakeley.com, or you can find me on the ABV Network, where you can see all of our shows, all of our podcasts, and you can learn about the ABV Barrel Shop at abvbarrelshop.com, and you can support the Barrel Shop.
Yes, all of those places you can find Steve.
Once again, I'm an easy gal to find. I'm Miss Beka Sue. You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's. McNew, you got anything else to say?
Yes. Yeah, I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Thank you, McNew. Once again, thanks for listening. I'm Miss Beka Sue. Everyone, have a good night.
Goodbye. Bye.
Bye!
Peace!
Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's upcoming Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.